This is Matt from the Alive Company, and I have just stolen your attention. By the end of this video, you will have actionable steps towards ensuring that your attention is no longer being stolen from you, and you will be able to decide what is worth your attention and what is not. Let's start by asking yourself a question. Do you want to be distracted right now? Whenever I'm cooking, cleaning, or completing any task around my house, I default to putting on a video or show to keep me occupied while I complete that sort of task. This idea is so ingrained within my life that whenever I wake up, I grab my phone. Whenever I'm going to take a shower, I grab my phone. Whenever I'm going to start eating, cleaning, doing anything in my life, I grab my phone. At a certain point, I realized that every second of my life was ruled by my phone, making me swipe until my eyes literally couldn't stay open anymore. I try my best not to rely on the content within this device, but it feels like it's the bane of my productivity, which I couldn't accept. So I did something about it. I would ask myself, do I want to be distracted right now? And this question has changed how much I use my phone for sure. This piece of advice came from a video of Internet Shaquille. He really helped me understand I sometimes don't need or don't want to be distracted. And by understanding that, I'm able to avoid using my phone for important tasks that I shouldn't be distracted for. If I'm going on a date, I don't need to be distracted so I don't forget the flowers that I brought. If I'm meeting up with a friend to play pickleball, I can't forget my racket, so I make sure to not use my phone before I get in the car. If I'm having a conversation with somebody, I don't need to be distracted in order to have a conversation with them. The content on my phone just gets shut down. But what if I feel like a task is so boring, like folding laundry, that I should just put a video on? I do this sometimes, but I make sure that I'm not scrolling on my phone while I'm doing this, and that if I am going to watch a video, I'm being an observer and not a consumer of what I watch. The way that you become an observer, not a consumer, is not by watching the video, it's watching the video. Do you ever feel the video that you're watching just doesn't feel right for some reason? And it's almost as if the person who is speaking inside the screen either didn't write the words that are coming out of their mouth, or maybe there's just something else in the video that's making your and my spider sense tingle. So you peel back a layer of the video. Every second of it feels like they're trying to convince you about something, that you're missing out on something, or there's something at the very end of the video that you have to wait to see. This is intentional. Most videos are ads made to keep you watching, but that's okay. There are outliers, and there are people who make content that's not like that. But creators do need to make money. Sometimes though, I don't want to participate in whatever the person is selling. I just want the content and information that I want. I want to be engaged in a way where I'm winning in the end, and I don't want to be distracted. I want to be learning something. Allowing the algorithm to decide what you will see and who you will watch is very passive. If it were YouTube's choice, I would be watching whatever nets them the most amount of profit from advertisers. And this is what I mean by saying your attention is valuable. You only have so much of it. Your brain is not wired to be able to fire at all cylinders. It can and will fatigue at certain points. Professional athletes at the highest level understand this. Listen to these jiu-jitsu practitioners explain why they don't even drive to their own competitions.
No decisions. You drove.
A huge mistake.
Oh, brother.
you both of you drove?
Don't make any decisions till it's decision time.
You have to make a few.
Barely.
Well, you pack everything, you decide everything day before, and you wake up right before you go.
The amount of decisions they make while driving will detract from the amount of decisions they will be able to make on the mat. If professional jiu-jitsu athletes understand this, then you can too. So observe the body language of the creator. See what the person behind the camera is really saying to you. Think about what makes you excited and why you would make a video that the person is making. You can ask, why did the creator make this video? We understand that when you look at the surface level of what a video is, you become a consumer. The information that a lot of creators who promise things like success and fame comes from what they want you to see. You do not owe anybody your attention. And if you watch my video about parasocial relationships, you know that you can stop watching somebody at any time, and half the time they won't notice. But if you start watching more closely, that's when you'll see holes in the creator's why. Everyone has a why, and some people genuinely want to help their community or provide perspective on their life. Look at creators like Louis Rossmann, Ruri Ohama, or PewDiePie. Louis makes videos trying to stand for what he thinks is right. The right to repair movement, all that stuff. Ruri Ohama makes videos to educate people while also advertising for her business in order to provide for her family. And PewDiePie just makes videos for the fun of it now. Do you see how these people have a why? This is different than people who just make videos for the sake of videos. I mean, look at these people who make AI comic recap videos. These things are blowing up on YouTube, and they're literally just stealing content and farming views. The why of the people who make these videos is to just make money off of you and off the backs of comic creators. Be observant. not paranoid. You have to have a mindset that lets you see past what is being said and rather look at why it is being said. If you understand why you watch something, you can understand better the value that that thing brings you. Why do I need to watch this recommended video of a cat doing a little dance? It's cute, but I don't really need to watch it. There are things I'd rather do and would rather watch. If I wanted to learn more about cats and wanted to see more about cats, I would look that up, get a cat, or go visit a shelter. I'd rather take action rather than be passive. So that brings me to my why. My why is to inspire a generation of people to be more introspective and get further ahead in life. Why do I want to do it? Because nobody told me how poisonous a consumer lifestyle can be. Only after reading books, learning from stories, and learning from my own failures did I understand that being observant is so much more important than just consuming. Consuming every single day means that you're living a life that other people are deciding for you, and I can't accept that. I'm not here to preach. Remember, I'm just observing and providing guidance, especially to those like me who were lost. So if you feel like you have a handle on your attention and how you consume content, please explain to me and everybody in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it because I think that's really difficult. Speaking of difficulty, I think that certain things in life should be difficult. Taking the time to read a book should be difficult. And it's so easy to distract yourself with scrolling, but can you tell me what the last real YouTube short or TikTok you watched was? Because I can't. But I can tell you that books like Start With Why have changed my life for the better. So I created a free ebook that summarizes and details the best 3 books that I've read so far. Check out the link in the below to give it a read. Your brain understands that none of the information from short form content is probably valuable enough to stick in your head, but things that you read that you actually get value out of definitely will stick and definitely will apply to your life. Your attention is so valuable because of this. Ask yourself if you want to be distracted. Be observant when you're watching content and understand why a creator is producing the content they are. By knowing this, you'll learn more about your life and live a happier and healthier life. This is Matt from the Alive Company. I hope you learned something, and please check out this video about ownership of music. I think you'll like it if you like this video. Peace.